Willkommen zu 14 Tage Day in Life, heute mit Alexandra the Great. I think Pete Burns is a top and Boy George would be the bottom, and I know that they hated each other on the TV, but I think if you
say in any paper that Boy George
I don't wish to talk about Boy George. He took my bathroom scales and broke them.
What about some of the fashions?
I don't want to talk about Boy George.
But I think if you had to actually look at it, they definitely
Speculation, by the way, all alleged, not true.
maybe, but I think they could have done it, and I think they might have just been hiding it in interviews.
Tabloids have all been comparing you to people like Boy George, and how is that really annoying you?
You can see there isn't actually that much comparison. I mean, I'm at least 8 stone thinner than receding Georgie boy.
I think we need to speak about it and bring it into light. You Spin Me Round, Karma Chameleon. I think there was something going on. When I was in middle school, I used to really like You Spin Me Round, and also later on Karma Chameleon. What I learned from that is that Pete Burns is like the narcissist one, and Boy George was the one that was just trying to like live his life. It did make me realize that the twink music scene in the 80s was incredibly competitive. I think they had some sort of heated rivalry going on. Pardon my language, but I think they did have a heated rivalry going on, and I think it was mostly one-sided in the sense that Pete Burns had one-sided beef with Boy George, because I think Boy George was just like above all of that and he was just trying to ignore it, and then Pete Burns was the one in interviews being like,
Oh my god, I hate this guy.
what's funny to me is the fact that at the time, like in the 80s, chart-wise, Karma Chameleon did way better than You Spin Me Round. Now, in the large aspect of things, You Spin Me Round is more widely recognized than Karma Chameleon. Like, I could go to my friends and ask them, do you know the song You Spin Me Round? They'll say,
Say yes.
do you know the song Karma Chameleon?
No.
And that's crazy, because I loved You Spin Me Round first, and then I like Karma Chameleon, but I'm more in the mood for You Spin Me Round than Karma Chameleon.
That's just my 2 cents.
Speaking of, I love Dead or Alive. One of my biggest celebrity crushes was Steve Coy from Dead or Alive, and reasonably so. He's freaking gorgeous. He died in 2018. I have his autograph and Pete Burns. I don't have any Boy George autographs. Going back to their beef, if they ever were together, because their rivalry on Pete's side was so charged, it makes it hard to believe that there wasn't anything ever between them. And they're both really twinky, but I think that Pete Burns is more dominant in the way he presents himself. I think Boy George is too passive. And there's a bunch of twinks from the 80s. Looking back on it, like, I think there's a lot. I don't think my wall is a good, but I do have somewhere back there. I have Wham, and I love Wham. I don't think George Michael is a twink though. I really don't. I think he's more of a switch, especially compared to the early 80s, to the like the wham bam don't give a damn kind of stuff. I think he was much more twink back then than he was like in Faith and Wham George Michael and solo career George Michael are two different entities. Lord save me. But I'm more attracted, well, I mean, I guess I can't really be attracted, but I mean, people's moms were, so I like younger George Michael way better because he had the hair. I hated when George Michael got a beard, and don't even get me started on him when his time was about to come. Like when he just had like short hair, beard, and dark hair. It was just disgusting. Like he was so cute when he looked like Lady Diana, and I don't even mean that in like a I like girls kind of way. Like when you can tell like a guy has a gorgeous mane of hair, like Kurt Smith, Roland Orzabal, like John Taylor, good example. If they just have like the most luxurious head of hair, that's where it's at. And I think he lost all that when he decided to go solo. I think Andrew Ridgeley was the guy that was the glue in the band, keeping George Michael looking good. I love Wham. Speaking of, early 80s rap early rap in general, like as someone who hates rap, sorry if that's like a hot take, but I don't think my channel isn't really about that. I don't know what was on in early rap. Like if you guys think about Rapture by Blondie, like when she was just talking about like aliens eating heads and eating cars and stealing bars, and Rapture was not it. Beastie Boys, is that even rap, bro? That's just hooting and hollering. Girls, I know I really want is girls, 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 girls. Intergalactic planetary, and I love that song. And You Gotta Fight for Your Rights. When your mom threw away your best porno Mac busted. I hate that part in that song. Early rap is, I don't know, any rap, especially just when it was like white people just trying to like rhyme, when rapping was just about rhyming and not about making sense. As someone who deeply appreciates lyricism, early rap is just not it. I love the beat to Rapture. I just don't like the words. I don't know what she's talking about. I couldn't even name you one lyric from that song just because it made no freaking sense. It's like if you ever watch Miss Manganese ASMR and it's just nonsensical, like that's what that rap is. Actually, now that I think about it, Girls by Beastie Boys is like a not really great song lyrics wise. Girls to do the dishes, girls to clean up my room, girls to do the laundry, and in the bathroom, girls. Who says that? I mean, I get different times. Supersonic, I had that on my playlist and then it just got annoying. Rap is just not for me. Don't even get me started on modern rap. I don't like it. The only rap I can really tolerate is other language. It's not even other language, literally just German. I love Chiago. I love Burnham. I could tell you all the words to Hell of a Ride. Miracle acrobat, listen, miracle mathematician, the miracle astronaut isn't part of the fact is missing. Too smart to be dismissed. It's hard to be misfits. Kids can close, so try rich. You got nothing on me. I'm an islet. Come on, boat, flow, go like the wind, blow like the wind, like the window, MC amnesia. I remember a window in Indonesia. Please meet you. I believe Jesus, please, we all see the Jesus, please. Just believe it. Not Jesus. It's Jesus, right? Not like turn my wife, I'm too tight to make my skin. Lord, the reason I token white. Too dense, cut rewind it. Hang my brain too sing my. The meanings every rule. I'm just hungry for dumb to find it. We got a hell of a ride. And oboe and words with words. I'm just not a rap girl. Really a new wave girl. Like just reflecting on it and looking at my Spotify like most listened. I love new wave. I've been getting really into New Order recently. I've always really liked Bizarre Love Triangle, but now it's like Age of Consent. I'm re-listening to Blue Monday. I used to not like that song because the intro just took way too long to get to the point and then it was really underwhelming, but now I've learned to just appreciate the synth in it. I didn't mean to just post a skating video. My parents were like freaking hanging out with the same people a million days in a row and I can't do it. I hate hanging out with people. No, like I love my friends, but it gets to a point where it's like I need space. It's also summer and I just don't want to be hanging out with people all the time.
So I think if there was a threesome between
Boy George, George Michael, Pete Burns, if this was in a challenger situation, ooh, that's actually a good question. George Michael would be Tashi. Boy George would be Art Donaldson, and Patrick Zweig would be Pete Burns. Yeah. Yes.
That's right. It's correct, Alex. You got the answer right.
Wearing a Beatles shirt representing. My favorite Beatles song lately has been Strawberry Fields Forever. That used to be my favorite, and I really like that. And I also like Within You with the one with the sitar. Really like that one. Across the Universe. Ew. And yeah. Don't forget to smile. Oh. Don't forget to smile.